Hey, what's going on, freaks? Hack back at you again with another review. And tonight we're going to be checking out the Phoenix sub-ohm tank by the Council of Vapor. Y'all stick in with me.
So I leave it all behind. I always feel like I'm behind you. I try.
Alright guys, we're back. Well, today is the Phoenix tank, sub-ohm tank. This is a ceramic cooled tank, okay? It's a 22 millimeter tank, but they do have these silicone rings right here, and so it'll make it a little bit bigger if you leave the rings on it. You don't have to leave them on it, but the Council of Vapor says it does reduce heat that way. As you can see on here, we'll look into it more, but this does not have any bottom airflow. Only comes from the top up here, but the airflow on this thing is really nice. So I'm going to take a hit off this, then we'll dive down close. I'll go over some specs and let you know some cool parts about it, and then we'll wrap it up. So I'm going to take a toke off of it right now. It is at 65 watts. Like I said, this is a 0.5 ohm ceramic cool head in here. But yeah, 65 watts. Let's take a hit. It's actually really good. I'm not a real big person on ceramics, but this tank is really nice. So let's dive down close. I'll show you the box, what everything it comes with, give you a little specs on it, kind of talk over how to use the ceramic cool head, everything like that, and then we'll let you get out of here. Okay guys, we're back up here to the up close portion, and this is the Phoenix tank. This is the packaging. It comes in nice Phoenix name right here on the box. Real nice plastic case here. The Council of Vapor has all their logos, all that stuff on it here. Y'all know what these cases look like. Pretty nice hard plastic case here. We're going to take the sub-ohm tank out, and then we'll look on into the box and see if it comes with anything else, any goodies, anything like that. Okay, so looks like we have a few goodies here. Pour this all out. Looks like you got a little Facebook Council of Vapors thing here. Let's see. Little warning. Please fill the tank in place for 2 minutes. Y'all know how that warning card. Here we go. Here is their Phoenix Atomizer Manual Quick Start Guide. Goes through all the filling methods, stuff like that. Has some nice pictures here on the back for you to look at, and kind of just shows you about the tank. So we'll push that to the side here. We'll look at what else comes with it. I haven't taken any of this stuff out of the plastic yet, but got to get everything out so we can push this to the side. So it comes with another, I believe this is quartz glass here, so that's pretty cool. Extra glass. Then it also comes with extra drip tips. Let me open these up. Okay, comes with extra drip tips here. These are both Delrin, it looks to be. They all have that kind of honeycombed feature right there. I guess that's kind of like a spit back guard or something like that. Looks to be double O-ringed. O-rings on this one kind of look a little janky. But Delrin, so you got a white Delrin, you got your black Delrin. Same honeycomb feature on this as well, just in case you don't want to use the metal drip tip, which some people don't like metal, and I don't. It doesn't really matter to me. I kind of like the metal drip tip on this. But anyway, I'm not going to pour the juice or anything out of this because I just don't see a reason to. We'll get into that in a minute. But as you can tell, this is the Phoenix. It's a really beautiful tank here, guys. Really nicely designed. Let's see. We can kind of check on the bottom. You see their Council of Vapors logo. I really like how it's how their logo is kind of stamped into this thing. It kind of makes it look real nice. But these vape bands do come off. You don't have to use them. So you'll take these off, take that off. I kind of think the tank looks beautiful without it, honestly. It has this kind of black rubber bottom piece here so you can grip it a lot better, and it probably takes some of the heat out of it as well. Like I said, this is a 0.5 ohm ceramic coil head, okay? And from what the Council of Vapor say is that this coil head never has to be replaced. So what you do is if you look here on the bottom, you can actually take this bottom piece right here off, okay? So we're going to thread this off. And then if you look on the inside, this is your 510 pin, okay? And you can actually pull this 510 pin out. If I can get a hold of it to pull it out, it's kind of, with juice on it, it's kind of a pain. But okay, now you can see, if this camera focus, you can see the coil leads, everything like that. Okay, now keep in mind about this 510 pin coming out, because in a minute you're going to know why it does. But I'm going to go ahead and put that back in there, and I'm going to thread the bottom cap back on, okay? You can completely disassemble this tank and get the glass off, but I'm going to tell you right now, it is a pain in the ass to get the glass off, and I didn't want to break it. So as far as I could break it down, honestly, is pulling that bottom section off and doing the top fill method and pulling this off. I couldn't get the glass off, and honestly, the Council of Vapor are producing and selling coil heads for these now. The coil head is this whole section. This whole big section right here is the coil head. It's very massive ceramic coil heads, okay? And it has supposed to have kind of double layered cotton in there, like a fine layer and a thicker layer of cotton around it. So it's supposed to help on when you're changing juices, the flavors actually change over really quickly, and one flavor's not holding into the coil for a long time. You're supposed to be able to change juices, and within a few hits, maybe a quarter of a tank's worth, it's supposed to change completely over, and there's no, any of your juice that was from before. But anyway, as you can see right here, it's got really nice big slotted airflow on either side, and you can twist this airflow to shut them down, shut them all the way down, and you can open them all the way up, okay? So what you're going to want to do is, if you want to fill this tank, you're going to shut the airflow completely off, and when it stops, you're going to continue to go on past. Now, when you continue to go on past, it's actually going to close the juice channels off. As you can see right here, it's slowly turning the juice off, and when it completely stops, this top cap pops up, okay? As you can see on the inside, it has these tabs that actually go into the openings on the top of this coil head. This whole section right here that I'm pointing to with my pinky right here, this from the top all the way to the bottom is the coil head. It's really large, and but so you can replace them if you ever get to that point. But they said that they had a guy that was vaping on this for like 2 to 3 months and has never had to replace the coil head. So honestly, that's pretty cool, because this tank is a little expensive. It's about like $46-48 with shipping and everything. So it's pretty expensive, but if you look at it in the terms of buying coil heads for another tank, in 2 or 3 months, you could spend close to that amount on replacement coil heads. So buying this tank, if the coils last that long, I haven't had it that long, so if they last that long, it actually could be very well, okay? But anyway, so I'm going to show you something else that it comes with here. Kind of sit this aside, hopefully it doesn't spill out. But as you can see right here, this is a cleaning utensil. A lot of people will kind of notice it from like a gun cleaning kit or something like that. So what you want to do is if you're wanting to clean your coil, you can dry burn these coils. I don't think it's recommended by the Council of Vapor to dry burn them really long, but you can dry burn them and put some heat into it to clean the coils off. But if you really want to clean this thing, after all your juice is gone or you drain it, you're supposed to take off that bottom section down here, pull that 510 pin completely out, use this brush and go in through the top and go up and down and clean the coil a few times, and then put it back together and dry burn it and burn the cotton, not the cotton, but burn the coil a little bit and clean the rest of it off. But this is what you're supposed to use to clean the ceramic coil on the inside, which is pretty cool, I think. Anyway, so as y'all can see on the other drip tip here, guys, it's got the same honeycomb feature, and it pops out just like everything else. But if you look at the top, it's got these nice kind of sideways slits in it, so it gives you a good place to grip on to the top cap to take the top cap off to refill. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of see how these tabs on the inside go. You're just going to get them kind of close to the top here. Then push down till they line up, push down and turn over, okay? And then when you do that, it opens the juice channels back up. I'm pulling on the top and it's not coming off, and now you can see the juice channels are back open again. Really easy. It's kind of spring-loaded filled on the inside, so you kind of have to push down, then turn it to actually get it to lock in and open the juice flow and open the top airflow here. Okay, now the top airflow on this is kind of like the Hercules Plus. It comes in through the top. It has double-walled chimney on the inside, actually, and it comes down the chimney, goes through the coil here, and then comes back up through the center chimney up to the top cap. I do notice a little spit back with this tank, but it's not really bad at all. I only notice it really when the tank's been sitting overnight. But really, that's all about the tank. It's just a really gorgeous tank, guys. I think they put a lot of R&D into this tank. I'm going to keep this around for a while and see how long I can go on this coil. And I'm hoping I can go, 1, 2, 3, 4 months on it. That would be awesome, that if you can buy a tank and get, 6 months out of it. Because honestly, in a 6-month period, that's pretty good on one single coil. But like I said, they are producing coils for this, so you can replace them. But I'm going to tell you, taking this glass off and getting this all to separate is a pain in the butt. And I'm just not going to do that. But I'm going to put this this silicone ring right here. They do come in red. I'm not sure if they're going to come in any other colors. I know that they mentioned, the Council of Vapor mentioned maybe in the future, but right now it's just red. But I'll put this bottom one back on as well. I think the red rings and stuff, silicone, actually looks pretty nice on it as well. It gives it a cool look. I just think this is an overall really good looking tank. It functions well. Supposedly you can run this tank at high wattages. My preferred wattage on it is about 65 to 70 watts. I think that's where the flavor is the best on it. I would not go under 60. It gets really muted there. But 60, 70, 75 watts, I think that's going to be about the best wattage for this tank, in my opinion. And it's going to depend on your juice as well. But for the juice I run, which is usually really sweet juices and max VG stuff, 70 watts, 75 is about the tops that I want to go. And it's really, really nice. But like I said, you got a cool little cleaning utensil here to clean your stuff. Comes with extra glass. Comes with extra Delrin kind of drip tips there if you want that. And you also have your manual that kind of walks you through how to fill it and everything like that, guys. I'm not going to go over the way to fill it. You've seen how it opens up. You just pour it right in, put the top cap back on, and you're good to go. So really simple, but really, really good design on this tank, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back up top, and we'll talk about it a little more. Hang in there with me. Alright guys, we're back to I'm going to go ahead and take another hit off this tank, guys. I'm going to move the wattage up to, let me see, I'm going to run it at 75 watts here. Like I said, it's a 0.5 coil. We'll take a hit off this and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Man, it really makes really good vapor, guys. Really good vapor production. It can get plenty warm or it can get plenty cool, however you like it to be. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of the pros and cons of this mod, okay? The cons on this mod that I found is it does have a little spit back. If maybe in the morning time, if it's been sitting overnight, you might get one hit that's got a little bit of spit back to it. Also, another con on this thing is that I don't know, I kind of wish it had bottom airflow that went through the coil, but that's a subjective con. Also, this is a 22 millimeter tank here, but when you have these silicone rings on it, it makes it look a lot larger. So that's, I guess, kind of a con, but you can take it off if you want to. Also, another con that I have for this is with the center pin coming out of the 510 connection on the bottom there, does have an opportunity to leak if you don't make sure you push it up and tighten everything up really good. I noticed one time that it leaked a little bit through the 510 pin into my mod, so that's got to be stated as a con as well, guys. On to the pros about this thing. I love the design of it. I love the materials that they use. It's there's no machining, bad machining marks on it. It's very clean. I really like the drip tip on it, honestly. Even though it has that honeycomb design on the inside, I really like the drip tips for it. I guess I like that it does come with the silicone rings too for people that are sensitive to their atomizers getting warm. It will help them because it does dissipate heat. And it's another plus too that you can actually take them off and you don't have to use them. Another plus is that it's a ceramic coil. I think R&D is going more into ceramics, so I think it's cool when a company puts out ceramic tanks and they're going that direction, just trying to change up the game a little bit. I think that's cool that they're doing that. But I think that's about all on the pros and cons of this thing. It really doesn't have many cons at all, and it has a ton of pros. It's just the design of it, the way it vapes is really, really good, guys. It does have a pricey aspect to it. You know, some people are not going to want to pay almost $50 for a sub tank, but I think the R&D and the coils that are supposed to last a really long time, I think that's what's going to make that price point be as high as it is. And I'm actually happy that I paid for it. I'm really excited to get to use it for a while and see how long this stuff lasts. I know that it keeps up, the coil keeps up perfectly with all my max VG stuff. I've thrown way more wattage at it than 75, and it keeps up very well. So I think the tank is a really good tank. I think it's going to stick around for a while. I think people are going to buy this tank, and it's going to be one of their favorites. So, but I think that's going to do it for this review, guys. I don't think there's really anything else I can talk about with it. If you want to go check it out, I will leave links in the description of where I purchased it at. I know shipping on this tank, I got it from California to Alabama about 4 days. So not really bad on the shipping. Really good. I think that if you had an issue, the website that I went to, they're pretty good about customer service and stuff. So I really recommend going to the site that I'm going to put in the description. It's just a good place to buy things. So, but anyway, guys, I think that's going to about do it on this review of the Phoenix sub-ohm tank by the Council of Vapor, guys. I'm going to take a hit off this. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to let y'all get out of here, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take it easy, freaks. Woo! Ceramic for the win, bitches.